the effects that come not only with increased rainfall, but also the effects in terms of the population and their health?
Yes, in terms of applications of the information, that is an important question, George.
Yes.
Because as you will notice, even in the forecast that we issued today, we are talking about rainfall observed, maximum temperature, minimum temperature. Because that is important information to have. When you have a lot of water, the flooding conditions we have seen, and temperatures also happen to be higher than normal, that creates good grounds for pathogens that cause diseases to thrive.
Yes.
And that becomes a harmful thing to happen. This is when we have this kind of flooding, that's when we have most incidents of cholera, and some have been reported. It is such conditions that also cause malaria let's say mosquitoes to thrive, and some of the mosquitoes that cause malaria also thrive, and you have such cases. And in some places, you may have conditions like Rift Valley fever, which incidentally is caused by many species of mosquitoes and becomes even more harmful. So that is an important thing to consider, because when we talk about getting out of harm's way, it's not only getting out of the harm that the deluge of water would cause, but even what is likely to develop. Of course, if you are forced to consume that contaminated water, that has its own level of harm.
Yeah, Dr. So, among the, have you said, the application of information, what other thing perhaps, as we enter the home stretch completely, what are some of the other issues? There are diseases, there is the expected rainfall, perhaps, the population should be able to harvest this water. What are some of the other implications that you may see regarding the application of the information that we've talked about?
Yeah, that's how you take words from my mouth. I was going to talk about now the positive things that can result from this.
Please proceed.
Because if you have that ability to store the water in whatever form, it may look muddy now, it may not look so clean, but it can be converted into other uses. Because if we get into that event that we were saying, where maybe the rains are delayed or they are less, but you have that water around you that you have already stored, it will be of much use for your farming, for your livestock, many things. I think they say water is life. And there are also methods of purification of water, so that if you don't think it's clean enough, there is a way of purifying that. And so we cannot exhaust the goodness of water that is stored properly for a day that may not have as much rain as we are witnessing at this time during the season.
Yeah, Dr. We have just a few minutes left, and I'd like to give you a minute or two, whereas you're aware of the update you'll give tomorrow on the performance of the March to April-May 2024 long-range seasonal forecast, and what the expected weather conditions are for the month of May 2024. I'd like you to speak to Kenyans really, and to speak to them about the importance of adhering to the alerts that you issue as Met Department, and what other things perhaps Kenyans, your message to Kenyans really on how to best prepare and what to do, and what we shall be seeing in the days to come.
Okay, thanks, George, for this opportunity to talk to Kenyans, and I don't think I'm going to say anything that I haven't said already, but to mention that information is available. We are on social media. We are on the other regular media, radio, TV, newspapers, and so on. It's possible to get this information even through apps and so on. And where the information originates from the Kenya Meteorological Department, we are keen to indicate that, ensure that the information that you are getting, if you are within Kenya, that it comes from Kenya Meteorological Department. I'm saying this because it's possible to get information from all over. But, and I'm not against, I'm not talking about the things that I'm against, but to mention that we work with others globally, and those that we work with are what you would refer to as credible. Allow us that advantage of sieving for you the sources of information that would be of help to you. We use that, we combine with what we are observing, and so when we issue the daily forecasts, the 5-day forecast, the weekly forecast, the monthly forecast, even the seasonal forecast, it's something that we have carefully looked at. We have models that are always being improved upon, and we also have meetings where we discuss, disagree, agree, and so on, so that there is consensus